Again, I bring you greetings, and this morning, or whatever time you'll be listening to this video, I want to talk on being ashamed of your partner in public. That's part of marriage life. That is part of marriage life that we have been talking. This will be about a feed video that we are moving out this month. Many couples are ashamed of their partners in public. They don't want to introduce them to friends. They don't want people to know that they are coupled to this partner, or introduce them to friends. Why are you ashamed of your partner? It is happening in many families. It's happening in many families. Some people are ashamed of their partners because they are not properly dressed. They don't dress well. Some look at their physical being up and they are ashamed of them, and they begin to turn their eyes at other partners that are either properly dressed, or to them they consider that they look physically fit more than their own partners. I think this is an ill in the family that we need to fight against, that you need to fight against. If you have been ashamed of your partner, it's something terrible that you are doing. You need to bring your partner up to the standard to which you are expecting your partner to be. If it is in dressing, then provide the money for the dressing. Work hard to make your partner look good, as you have seen others and you admire them. If it is in physical vigor, there are gyms, there are exercises that people can do that can help them in their physical build up. But you need to know that there are natural things that you cannot change. You cannot change, and everybody is unique. Every individual on earth here is unique. Your spouse is unique, and it's unique for you. That spouse that you are ashamed of in public is, if you hand that spouse to somebody, you run after him or her, because that person will admire her and make the potentials in that person to come out fully. So I want to encourage you, don't be ashamed of your spouse. One of the ways to overcome this is to accept the person you married as your spouse. Accept the person the way he is. God says we are fearfully and wonderfully made. You cannot change that situation. If it comes to dressing, you can change. You can change that one, but there are situations that you cannot change. If you're ashamed of your spouse because of the level of education, then send your spouse to school. Make every effort. Let the spouse go to school. I have discovered that many marriages are having problems many years after they're in marriage because one partner moved ahead and left the other one behind. There are people who got married with honorary levels, and in 10 years, one partner is having a master's degree while the other person is still with the honorary level. And they begin to see a lot of incompatibility in their relationship. They begin to see a lot of incompatibility in their reasoning. And so there is that educational complex that set in. So you people should move the ladder together. Do everything to see that as one person is improving, the other person too is improving. If it is in business, if it is in making money, make sure that you are all expand. Let your coast continue to go together. The Bible says that when two lie together, they feel warm. When two come together, their return is much, because they can all fight together. But when one goes ahead and allow the other person behind, it will lead to shame. You will not be able to talk about that person. People will introduce you, doctor this, and then they will ask about your partner, and maybe you are struggling to say he's a housewife, or now you begin to be uncomfortable. If you are uncomfortable with a housewife, then send her to school. That will make the difference, instead of being ashamed of your partner in public. Remember that all of us have our strength. Somebody may just be having that ordinary level, but in terms of strength, he's better than you that is having something more educational. So we need to be, you need to be proud of the person you are married with in public. Introduce that person Let that person feel your presence. Let your wife or your husband feel your presence in public and be accepted by your friends. Let them know that they are honored anywhere you go. When you stand to make a speech, if you are a public person, make sure you introduce them. Let people know that that is your wife or your husband. That is another way of being blessed in a family, when we talk about each other positively in public. So I want to encourage you who has always been ashamed of your spouse, that you need to make a difference. Maybe that problem in your family, maybe that problem that you are going through is because one person is feeling being ignored. One person is feeling that he does not or she does not recognize me when important events are happening. You need to make a change. That person is your spouse. You cannot change the situation. So you better make the person the right person and accept that person and move with that person and make life better for that person, so that you yourself will also live a better life. Thank you, and wait for the next video as we come up again on marriage life. Take this important and talk with your spouse. If you have been ashamed of him, you can discuss about the issue in the room. What is causing you to be ashamed of that person? Is it your dressing? Is it what? So that you people can make amends together and then forge ahead to the next level. God bless you.